Welcome to the RIP 28 podcast. This is the RIP 28 podcast. This is a podcast where a few friends get together and talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. I am the world's sexiest podcast host, and I'm joined by a few of my friends. We'll start off with your favorite teacher's favorite teacher, the one and only, Beezy the Goat. Thank you, studio artist. Studio artist.
What it do? It's your boy Beezy the Goat, aka Shauna's best friend. And I appreciate y'all for being here with us today. Yeah, I'm self-proclaimed Shauna's best friend.
What was that?
I'm not sure what was going on in the studio.
Wait a minute.
That sounds like somebody's
Studio audience is doing a lot over there. All right. Well, we will introduce you to our richest friend. The reason why we did not have a show last week, because our richest friend was out the country. Most people go to Thanksgiving and since it's an American holiday, they celebrate it in America, but some people take the Thanksgiving break and then they travel abroad on a 2-week cruise. 2-week cruise from the port of New York all the way back around to the down the bottom of South America, down the bottom of South America, up the coastline, and end up in Seattle, Washington, and then fly back to New York. That's how my richest friend does. How are you doing, my richest friend, Esther?
What's up, everybody? What's live?
Yeah, the studio audience did not like that. They did not like that at all.
They didn't even let me get it out good.
All right. Well, we are here. We're back, man. One more time, once again, man. Enjoying ourselves. Oh, what up, Tito? We see Tito out there. Appreciate you checking in, Tito.
Tito.
Go Pack Go. We don't know why he cares about the how does a black man from South Carolina become a Green Bay Packer fan? That's what I don't get. I don't understand, but it is what it is.
Brett Favre was his favorite quarterback.
Brett Favre, that's before he was taking black folk money.
That part.
Or poor people money before he was stealing poor people money. Oh, well, man, it's the holiday, man. Since we didn't do a post-Thanksgiving show, man, it's a lot of post-Thanksgiving talk going on, man. Russell Wilson, America's favorite square. Russell Wilson is in the news, man. And when I say America's favorite square, man, don't get upset. Being a square ain't a bad thing. It ain't a bad thing. And Russell Wilson show he is a great guy. He is a great guy. And so everybody want that. All the women out there, they want that Russell Sierra thing they got going on. It used to be that Will Jada. Then they realized Will and Jada was a little bit too freaky. And now they want that Russell Sierra type love, man.
So what makes him a square then, dog?
I mean, being a square ain't a bad thing. The older I get, the more square I become.
Well, it's a negative connotation, though.
Huh?
It has a negative connotation when you say, man, that old square, that old L7.
What makes them a square, though? Answer that.
Yeah, for real.
It's one of them things, what it is when you see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what art is. I don't, but I know it when I see it. I don't know what porn is, but I know it when I see it. You know what I'm saying?
But you actually do know what porn is, though.
Not me. I don't watch porn.
I didn't say you watch it, but you definitely know what it is.
I'm a good Christian. I don't do that stuff. But here's the thing, man. I guess the modern definition, the worldly definition of a square is somebody who, law-abiding citizen, does everything right, is between the lines, a straight arrow type fella. And it is nothing wrong with being
So you're a square.
Yeah, that's what I said. The older I get, the more square I become.
I just wanted to make sure
Hey,
we're on the same page.
Don't let the hoodie fool you.
It doesn't. Trust.
I am square. This
Where
ain't
did he go? Where did he go?
this
Where's
ain't.
Scott?
It don't fit on.
Well, I got headphones on, man.
He got
I'm just
the
listening. I know, man.
Headphones.
I got
You know,
headphones on.
this ain't this
your
ain't
neck not as big, bro.
this ain't
That is
Broad
true,
River
Carl.
slide no more. This is Eagles Landing slide. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole different slide. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with being a square, but it's just fun to say. That's all.
Yeah, I got you.
That's
I
that's
like
all it
Russ,
is.
man. I like Russ. Russ
I do.
does what's right. He don't care what nobody say about him. He stick to who he is. He ain't out here trying to be nobody else but him. Even when Future was rapping about him.
That man taking care of his wife and kids. He don't bother nobody.
That's it.
But you know, but the funny thing, the thing that trips me out, man. Women sit up here and say they want a Russell Sierra type relationship or whatever type love. But let's just be honest. As a young woman, young women not checking for the Russell.
What women say? I want the Russell Sierra. Who said that?
On the internet, man. That's what they say
Oh,
on the internet.
okay.
You know, that's what they say on the
Yeah.
internet. But
You know
young
Auntie
women,
ain't with all that.
she ain't with the internet.
Yeah, Auntie ain't doing all that.
She ain't up.
I don't be on Al Gore's internet like that.
Excuse me, it's Beyonce's internet.
Potato.
We respect black women around here. We
Sometimes.
respect black women.
Sometimes you do.
We love the hoes.
Oh, wait a minute.
Always
The
taking it a tad
habitual
too far.
line stepper has stepped over the line once again now.
But you think about it though. I mean, most of these chicks can admit. Oh Lord, we thought we lost that, man.
He must be off tonight.
Yeah, he must be, man.
He got time.
The homeless shelter got Wi-Fi tonight. The Wi-Fi at the Oliver Gospel Mission, huh?
I ain't gonna lie, I did think that was one of them big blankets with the one you could put over the head at first,
Like
and
a
then I
snuggie.
just noticed he just that wide, so I had to let it go.
It's a hater born every day.
Like a
Well, I was born. This hater was born 45 years ago. So,
but anyway, man, talk about this Russell Wilson situation though. Oh boy, I don't even know the guy's name, man. Some guy, former teammate of Russell Wilson, got on a podcast and started running his mouth. And as he's running his mouth, man, he's talking about how he went to Russell Wilson's house for Thanksgiving and no one was there. No one was there, and he made a thing out like Russell Wilson is weird because he didn't have any family there. But then I love how a mama loves her son.
Listen here.
Mm-hmm. And Mama came in and set the story straight. And Mama came in and said, "Hey, look, we was out of town. We had a cheerleading event. Because we had a cheerleading event, the family was out of town, and you should be thankful that
his little sister was playing.
That,
His little sister was playing.
Yeah.
It's like you should be thankful that man invited you to his house on Thanksgiving because obviously you didn't have any way to go. He didn't have any family. Part of the reason he didn't have any family because he beat his last family.
That part.
He was beating on his last woman, so that's why he ain't have no family to go to.
And Mama let him know.
His Uncle Shay said, that's why you don't let everybody in your house.
Yeah.
That is why you do not let everybody in your house.
But as a man, I have no reason to go out here. I shouldn't have any motivation or anything to go out here and tell what I see inside slide four walls if he graciously invites me in. That's not my place. I don't feel like it is. I don't care what's going on. It ain't my business. I appreciate you for inviting me over. It may not be what I'm used to. He didn't know the circumstances, which, he's not privy to that. Nobody has to tell, hey, my mama ain't gonna be here because they such and such and such and such. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. We got too many people that run their mouth too much, dog.
Oh, and that's the thing, man. You take this man's kindness. This man invited you into his home. He invited you into his home for Thanksgiving so you could be with some type of family. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously you wasn't with your family. Your family, for whatever reason, didn't want you around. So now you get invited into a man's house, and now you're gonna come up and talk shit about that man afterwards, and then a couple of
Hey,
years later, you're gonna call
check
that
this
man
out.
weird.
Check this out though. Mama hit him. Mama say Russ thought enough of you, who has a criminal history, to love
That
you enough
part.
to bite you over. Say,
Around
damn.
his children. Around his
Right.
children.
Yeah, around his home period. We don't know. You might bug out and start beating on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But dog, mama clapped back like nobody else. Mama hit below the belt. Mama said, I'm gonna take it
Mama
to your
said what
criminal
needed to
history.
be said.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Let you know.
he gets back on the podcast and he's like, well, first thing I got to do is offer an apology.
Nah.
You know, I could have told the story without mentioning his name. You could have just kept it to yourself.
Exactly.
Because what you're doing is trying to get attention. We don't even know who you are, my guy. So you had to drop a story about someone else to make yourself relevant. Get out of here.
I'm with Algernon. I'm with
That's
Frank.
lame.
Lame-ish,
AF.
man. Yeah, that's lame, man. That's lame, dog. Like, I can't get down with that.
Nah, at all.
What up, Algernon? Shout out to Algernon and Algernon brother-in-law, man. My homeboy JT, guy I've been knowing since he was born, man. Say prayers out to JT, man. He having some heart issues, man. So
Prayers up, brother.
Prayers up to JT, man. But
sending y'all good vibes, for real.
That's it.
Sending good vibes over there. But yeah, man, that, I don't know, man. That's why people get slapped. You know what I'm saying? That's why people get slapped in the mouth.
That's also why it's way too many podcast microphones out here. Like everyone isn't as shall I say
talented as the Rip 28 podcast.
It's Rip 28 podcast. Or
That's
gracious,
right.
clearly.
Right.
But it's these microphones out here. Sometimes we just need to unplug them because they just let anybody get on Al Gore and Beyonce's internet and talk foolishness.
The thing about it is, like Tito said, chatty patties. What we do, nobody should ever know. If you come to my home, whatever it is, if you don't want to come back, you felt uncomfortable, didn't like this, don't come back, don't take the invite. But to go out here and just talk about it like that, man, that's
years
like Algernon said. I don't care if it was hours later. You shut your mouth.
And you know what though? Algernon made a good point. He said people see Russ as an easy target, and the reason because Russ doesn't respond back. You know,
he's not gonna clap back at all.
Yeah, he don't clap back. So people think Russ is an easy target, but sometimes I'm a firm believer in sometimes you got to flip a table over. Every once in a while you got to flip a table over. You got to let somebody know you're serious, and they ain't gonna know you're serious until you flip a table over.
I can show you better than I can tell you.
But I guess Russ always says certain things just don't deserve his attention. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really got time for all that. Obviously, Russ getting, whether he playing or not, he getting ready for another game week while old boy is on making his rounds on the podcast. So that shows you the difference. The difference right there. You're not like me. You're not like Russ.
Mm-hmm. So oh well, man. The holidays are a very taxing time, man. A lot of bull crap go on during the holidays. A lot of family get together. Some good stuff, some bad stuff. Hey, Cobb, ain't you had an issue with I remember a couple of weeks ago, man. We were talking about you have a friend who's dating the ex of another friend.
Yeah, so I had a little dilemma because I had
Kelly.
Say what?
Had a Nelly and Kelly dilemma.
I love you. Yeah, but not quite like that. So I had a dilemma. Tito typing in all caps really does something to me. I'm sorry. Like, why are you yelling? So I have a girlfriend who was dating a guy and another girlfriend who subsequently started dating that guy once they broke up. Now I am the mutual connection. They are not friends. Mm-hmm. I am friends with both of them, but they are not friends. And so when I came to y'all a couple of months back, I was like, yo, do I tell friend number two that, no, I'm sorry, do I tell friend number one that friend number two is dating friend number one's ex? And so I thought about it, and that thing was weighing heavy on me. And I got lots of feedback. Somebody was like, no, because friend number one is going to think you set friend number two up with the dude, and I didn't. Somebody else was like, no, let them find out on their own. So anyway, I ended up telling friend number one that friend number two is now dating your ex-boyfriend, and she was cool with it because by this point she was already in another relationship too. So friend number one happily in another relationship with a new guy. Friend number two is now happily in a relationship with friend number one's ex, and they are all going to live happily ever after is what I'm hoping for. So I didn't need to stress myself out over it because friend number one was not tripping over finding out to who asked Pepe to get in the comments and say anything.
Producer. You know,
hey, Tito, that was my first inclination to mind my business. But what I couldn't afford to happen is something to celebrate me or something pertaining to me come up and both of them show up and it's like, oh, dang, you with him. I had no idea. So I couldn't afford that to happen. But I know my people well enough to know that by the time I told number one, she's like, oh, good for her. He's a good dude. I wish him well.
Whatever. If he was a good dude, she would have been with him.
That's not true. That's not true. Good dudes and good women break up all the time. And you can still be a good person, but we just ain't gonna be together.
So what are they gonna do for the holidays?
I don't expect you to understand that, but it actually can happen.
What are they gonna do for the holidays?
NMP. That's not my problem. I'm trying to figure out what Cobb gonna do for the holidays.
Cobb.
I'm trying to figure out when me and Brian gonna link up and have us some holiday cocktails.
Whoa.
Wow. I don't know who that is, but that's aggressive. And
that is whoa. You say Cobb should have set up the threesome for. Well, you would be a hell of a friend.
Wax it. No, thank you.
you would have been a hell of a friend. All right.
You say set it on up for him. That's crazy.
It was that I was lost. Algernon said I was lost after the first friend. Hope all of them live well and prosper. Yeah, it get kind of complicated. Well, it don't. That part was complicated.
It was not complicated. I had a friend who started dating another friend's ex, Algernon.
And they don't know each other.
Keep up. They don't know each other. They know each other. They know each other. They just aren't friends.
Oh, see, I forgot they. Ooh.
Yeah, they know each other. They just aren't friends.
I guess that could be awkward. They come to your birthday party or whatever.
I'm getting married and I'm like, hey, thanks for coming to celebrate me. And she's like, what? But she's already got a man too, so ain't no problems there.
They safe on that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now that's wrong, Sly.
First of all,
our friend is a very great candidate, and when the time comes,
that part. And let's be clear, Sly don't know what I got going on. He just think he know.
Oh, I saw Shauna post some workout pictures. Boy, Shauna in the gym getting right. She put on Instagram. Shauna was posting some rope pictures here and there.
But do you want to see a dead body? I think I seen it.
Shauna about passed out.
That thing took me out. I was tired.
Hey, she was doing the track knee slaps and all. I knew she was tired after that.
Come on.
That third one wasn't quite as hot.
You see the workouts paying off though. I know you see it.
Hey, God, but that third one, you were struggling. You weren't struggling. You were struggling.
When she said 3, 2, 1, I was done.
I like the fact though you was doing that rope drill. You was trying to do that, keep away from that grandmama. You ain't want to get that grandmama fat roll.
I don't want to look like I fry good chicken.
You ain't want that
you gotta
lady.
make the mashed taters when you got that right there. Mashed taters and macaroni. That's your specialty. And cakes.
Don't get mad at me because you ain't in the gym. Don't do that.
Those pics was AI. They were AI. Allen Iverson had something.
Hey, but check this out though, Sly. You joking? If I'm eating somewhere else and I don't see that right now, I'm good. I'll wait till I go somewhere else.
Yeah, I ain't even going there.
I got to have that.
Wait, that lady right there didn't make the macaroni? I don't want it.
What she made? I want some of what she made.
Oh, she
did. I know it's good.
You got to eat some pig feet. Yes.
Oh, never mind. I'm good. I'll catch you next time when she makes something else.
Yeah. So when y'all roll up to the wedding, don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised.
There you go. I'll be up in there. I'll be standing guard, tackling somebody, whoever the first person who object. I'm gonna be right there to tackle them.
First of all, ain't gonna be no objections.
Well, you might have your Dwayne Wayne come running down.
Baby, please.
We've met him before. We know who that's gonna be. No, stop it, damn it. Over my dead body.
Please keep it moving.
But check this out. Hopefully he had that side tooth though. If you don't got that side tooth,
I bet he missing the side tooth.
Hey man, you gotta make sure I got to be security to make sure
First of all,
make sure none of the exes going running.
Cam can tackle him. You ain't got to be tough.
Hey, that's exactly who I'm talking about.
Your new black 9-year-old daughter can tackle him.
Hey, she'll be 10 by then. His new black 10-year-old daughter.
Hey. By then, she might be 15 by then, but that ain't the point.
Nah, we don't know. We don't know what you got going on.
We're not claiming that though.
Hey, look though, Carl, we gonna do what like Russ say, mind your business, man. We gonna mind our business when it's
just know that if I ever invite y'all to a party, it's probably a wedding reception.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm in there.
Come on, shouting. It's gonna be a time. You hear me?
A time is gonna be had in there.
Yes.
Well, here go the thing. If you invite us to a party, we gotta ask you what type of party.
No, just show up.
Is it a Diddy party that we've been invited to? We gotta make sure it ain't one of those Diddy parties.
I'm willing to bet if the three of us was throwing parties, you the first one that's gonna have a Diddy party. Let's be clear.
Definitely him.
I'm gonna say first and only.
Hey,
bring out the baby oil.
You and the missing president who be getting gifts in the mail from free.
Hey, yeah, he might be the first Diddy party dude.
Hey, check this out. I will not be in attendance with that one, dog. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Hey, man. Speaking of Diddy parties.
Oh, wait, what?
Did any of y'all...
Germ, what up?
Germ. Hey, Germ, big win for Bills Mafia today. They thought they had us, dog, but that's another story. I hit you up,
we need to get Germ on, because talking about Diddy parties just kind of segue into a clip that Germ was on Jeremy podcast. He was talking about...
Send him a link. Tell him to come in.
Hold on, Sly. I thought you was about to say leads into Jeremy Diddy. I was about to say,
I was gonna say, see, I told you.
On Jeremy podcast, he was sitting up there talking about lot lizards on his podcast. So I was
talking about what?
Lot lizards. You don't know what a lot lizard is?
Oh, yes. Matter of fact, so true story. My daddy and I just had a conversation.
Wait a minute.
About lot lizards, because I was telling him that I told somebody else they must have tied one on the night before and they didn't know what that meant. And then I said, I got another from my friend Kyle. Sly, you know Kyle. He was like, I'm gonna go get me a lounge lizard tonight. And my daddy said, well, that's like going out and get a lot lizard. And I was like, a lot lizard? He said, yeah, Yeah, so just talking about that over Thanksgiving. Me and my daddy had very meaningful conversations about lot lizards, and time went on.
God, dog, boy. That's
Yeah,
tough, isn't it?
We diversified like this.
you
Whole
you
lot
and
lizard.
Muscle Man, Gumby,
Gunby.
Gunby.
We need to get him up on here.
For what, man? That nigga got all the muscle. Probably don't even help nobody move, man.
That's the first thing you can think of
What?
when the man got muscles. Help me move.
Nigga,
Help me move.
he shouldn't even to help people move couches and stuff.
Dang, boy.
First of all, we too old to be helping people move. Get you some movers. I ain't helping nobody move. I'm not even moving myself. I am paying people to. We too old for that.
Duh. Now that's Captain Obvious right there. We know
First
you.
of all, that's the young people that come over and help me move. What?
Listen, dog. I'm gonna tell you this right here. That's why I know all these young high school football players. I'm gonna buy you a couple boxes of pizza, 2 or 3 wings. Y'all come over here and lift them couches.
Hey, when I worked at Virginia Tech, I moved departments and I had these football players. I said, y'all come on over here, help me move some furniture, and I'm gonna buy y'all some pizzas.
Hey, Tito say I'm too old to help anybody move. I'll chip in $50.
Thank you,
That's
Tito.
a lot, you know?
I'm not chipping in. Go get your own movie.
Here go the problem with that scenario that you presented, Shauna. When you was at Virginia Tech, you was a relatively young chick. So I'm pretty sure them football niggas was coming over there expecting something else to happen. like that porno they saw last week. They thought that was gonna pop off.
They definitely didn't think that was gonna pop. I've always been a professional. Thank you very much.
I know you have. I know you have. That's why you my people. I know you.
You talking about the young boys in them.
I'm just saying what they was thinking. I ain't saying what.
So it's a true story. There was a former player who we were out one night with some of my crew who were in town for a game, and he was injured at the time, and he was like, come on, let me dance with you. And my boy, I don't know how he remembered the story, but he's like, yeah, you told him, first of all, you got to have a degree and you got to have 2 good ankles to go out there. And I don't know how he remembered that story.
Yes, sir. He said, I ain't about to lose my job for a horny ass 18-year-old.
No.
Shit.
Get out of here.
Lose that good money. Shit. But nah, man, speaking of horny 18-year-old, back to P. Diddy. Back to P. Diddy in this documentary, man. 50 Cent released a documentary on Netflix about P. Diddy. And it was fucking awesome. It ain't no other way to... It ain't no other way to. I believe that. I believe him. I believe that, Shauna. Shauna put something in the private chat, but yeah.
That's my guy though.
Huh?
That's my guy though.
Yeah. I'm not shocked, but yeah. But y'all threw me off, man. You threw me off with that.
The documentary.
The documentary 50, and once again, 50 is my type of petty. You got a problem with somebody.
I don't think 50 is anybody's kind of petty.
Because I don't have that budget 50 guys.
First and foremost, you don't have that budget.
If I had the 50 Cent budget, I would be 50 Cent. But that is awesome.
50 that kid that when you was in school, you ain't want to get in no roasting battle with him.
Because he's going to hell. He is going low. He gonna talk about your grandma and her drooping, sagging, sagging.
Hey, there's no limit for this dude to go to. There's no limit for this dude, dog.
No limit.
Like, for real.
Look, anybody that don't care about going at their own son could not care less about going with you.
Well, he gave poor little Marquise hell, boy. He gave Marquise hell and the mama.
And his mama.
But but we were trying. I was sitting with my wife and we were trying to figure out why 50 has such a problem with Diddy. But I think a lot of the reason is because Diddy ended up messing with 50 baby mama.
That's totally what it is.
No, that ain't what 50 said. That ain't what 50 said.
I mean, that might not be what he said.
I'm being funny. He said because P. Diddy lived an alternative lifestyle, and he ain't have no business inviting him on no shopping spree.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah, he said he wanted to take him shopping.
Yeah, I want to take him shopping. Yeah.
Now let
That
me
just
ask you a
ain't
question
so.
though. Is that against the lines? Is that if another man, a rich dude right there say, "Hey man, I'm gonna take you shopping," do you accept that?
No.
I,
Because
I,
you gonna pay for it one way or the other.
well, I
Yeah,
think a
see,
a
he was
weak
trying to set
person
it
is
up and see how far
a,
he could go with.
a weak
That was the
person is
test.
gonna pay for it one way or the other.
Sir, you are going to pay for it one way or the other.
Mm-mm.
Period.
My ass
Mm.
got a do not enter sign on it.
So
Well,
you're
your
still
mouth
gonna
don't.
pay for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
your mouth don't. You gonna pay, dog. You gonna pay with
Uh,
cash, or you gonna give up that? You know what?
Say ass, gas, ass, gas, or grass. Nobody ride for free.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. Ain't no grown man asking another grown man to take them shopping for nothing. Come on now, let's be
No.
for real. Like 50 can't afford his own wardrobe. Come on now.
I guess not. I
But
don't know, man.
the thing that I thought was really well done was that it was it appeared to be like we're trying to really show you the full scope of what it was. Like
Yeah,
it didn't feel like a hit job
a
as
hit
much
job.
as it felt like I'm just trying to pull back the curtains and show y'all. And I just want to talk about this juror that pissed me off.
Which
And
was the black lady or the
the black
Chinese
lady.
dude?
The
You
black
know who
lady.
she talking about?
And I'm fairly certain that he put her in there to show the bias and the misogyny and the starstruck nature of this jury. Because this woman, I wanted to fight her. I hope somebody in her neighborhood see her and like dot her eye because she pissed me off. Talking about when he was nodding his head, he was nodding like it, making the bed. So I knew he was what? Girl, bye. Get out of here. And calling the question whether or not Capricorn's story was believable because she was so emotional. Ma'am, what? I have a real problem with women who don't believe women.
I
Not all
have
the time,
one.
you know what I'm saying?
I have one question for 50. Could he not find Farnsworth Bentley and kind of get his side of this thing?
Yeah,
Now that,
whatever
You think
happened
he
to
didn't try?
Farnsworth
You
huh?
think he
Bentley?
didn't try?
I just want 50. If anybody can pull it off, I believe in 50, dog.
Look, Farnsworth and Harv Pierre, because Harv was not in there either, and
I
Harv
don't
was
know who
around for
RPA is.
Yes, you do. He was the bald-headed little thick dude that was always with Puffy. So
You cannot call a dude thick.
Yeah, you can't call no dude thick.
You can't call him
like
thick.
thick all the way around.
Look at
God,
that.
when they showed several clips and during making the band, Harv was always right there with Puff. And he was like
I've
his
never
right
seen Making the
hand.
Band. I have never seen Making the Band.
Okay. Like I said, when they showed the clips from making the band,
Okay.
Harv was in almost all the clips because he was right next to Puff every time.
Mm.
He also was not in the doc. And I'm
That's what.
willing to bet that to No Mesh Nance's point, there are either
Yeah.
NDAs or somehow they were complicit or at least had knowledge of, and they chose to STFU so that they wouldn't be drawn into anything.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, dog, because ain't no way. I don't know Harv Pierre either, but ain't no way Farnsworth didn't know nothing, had no knowledge. I just want to hear his side of the story. I think that would have really completed that doc. Not that it wasn't awesome, but that just goes to show you don't beef with old petty 50.
But I do like, man. I mean, just a bunch of stuff that was on there that I thought was pretty cool, man. You go what he did, and like Shauna said, I don't think it was a hit job on Puff because it talked about Puff's whole life, talked from his early beginning, man. Talked about him being a square. Quite honestly, Puff being a goddamn square.
No, but the fact that his daddy was a drug dealer and like he wanted to fit that, and he like that was lore for him, and he lived in that. And everything that the mom did and the Cadillac she was driving, and I'll be right back. Y'all stay right here. Like just the whole lifestyle and her dressing him.
yeah.
Exactly. Her dressing him like a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Like Mama Janice knew some stuff that was going down too. Let's be clear.
Yeah. I wonder, the one thing I do question about the whole thing is, did he really slap his mom? I don't think the man slapped his mom. They said that after, I forgot what exactly happened, but he had slapped his mom. I
don't think he slapped his mama.
He was a nasty motherfucker. Slapped his mama. Damn.
You a POS for real. Like you already won, but you a real POS if you slapping your mama. I think the other thing that was highlighted in this is just the ties to Big and Tupac's death and the connection to everyone who is associated with that. Sure, it can be purely coincidental, that this dude and whatever have you, but it was I had not seen those dots connected like that before this documentary.
Yeah, you know what? I think that is interesting. You brought up the connections with everything, and Vlad TV. I guess he is like the utmost Tupac. He's had everybody who's ever had anything to do with Tupac, any type of associated with Tupac on Vlad TV, and and for what everybody says, it was known that the dude who shot Pac or killed Pac, that was known in LA for years. I mean, it was known like the day after the shooting who actually did the killing. So it wasn't much of a thing. But to see how all the backstories, like Van Zip, the guy Van Zip, how he was tied, Von Zip, how he was tied into it, and then that's another TK Kirkland associate. Like TK Kirkland is attached to everybody. TK Kirkland is attached to everybody.
Everybody.
But to see how all of this stuff is just so intertwined, and how everything, once you get that high up in entertainment, I've never understood how everything is so incestuous. And what I mean by that, if you look at Puffy's assistant for years, the KK chick. Okay, Capricorn? I didn't know. Yeah, not KK, Capricorn.
The one who he kidnapped and said we're going to kill
Kid Cudi. Yeah. Well, she was actually best friends with Suge Knight's baby mama. So it's like, how do you even get that? How do you get that close to two, moguls? It's like, it's just everything in entertainment seems to be very incestuous. Those are 7 degrees of separation. Everybody's 7 degrees from Kevin Bacon. They're right there. They are right there. They're so close, man. So I was like, wow, that's really interesting to me. And then another thing, man, they interviewed a lot of the people who he was raped. I mean, who they claimed raped, and
allegedly.
I guess it is allegedly now. I guess because none of the stuff went to trial.
Mm-hmm. Lots of the civil cases are pending.
Yeah, a lot of the civil. So it is. And so now it kind of leaves you, and what 50 did, I will give him credit. It leaves you room to say, do you think these people are lying, or do you think they're telling the truth? And that rape is such a tricky and touchy subject, man. I got a mom. I got a sister. I got a wife. I got a daughter. So
9-year-old black.
I got a new 9-year-old black daughter who's about to be 10 in a little bit.
You got nieces too. Nieces.
Exactly. Well, I don't have no nieces.
You have friends that have daughters.
Oh yeah. I got play nieces. I got plenty of play nieces. But it's just so, if I hear somebody raped or touched on them, man, I know I'll go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I lose my mind. And then being a man, You know, what if somebody put you in a situation where you didn't do something? You know,
Which happened.
how do you feel about that, man? And it's just crazy. And a lot of times, man, you have to. A lot of people say believe all women, believe all women, and I don't quite agree with that. Now, what I do believe is listen to all women. I will listen to every woman and try to figure out what's going on.
We know.
Shauna's thinking the same thing I'm thinking. We know you were entertaining.
Oh, yeah, I entertain.
We know.
No matter what level of crackhead you are, I'm going to listen to your story.
No matter how,
especially if I got time.
If you got time, I will listen.
I will listen to the story. If you my friend, I'm gonna listen to your story.
I'll just say the one thing that as a woman absolutely just sets me off is, and I believe even I think the guy juror said this. Well, why did they wait so long to come forward? You don't get to tell victims when they have to come forward and acknowledge whatever was done. Now, do I think you should come forward sooner? If you got the unction to do so, yes. But you don't get to tell people. That's like grieving. You don't get to tell people how to grieve. So you don't get to tell people, well, why'd you wait 5 years? Because sometimes it takes people that. Fortunately, I am blessed beyond measure to say that I have never been in that situation. And I have never found myself in a place where now I've got to come forward because someone violated me. But I can't tell you how I'm gonna respond to that. So to say that you should have come forward when I think you should have come forward, to me, that don't fly at all.
Yeah, it's tough to tell somebody that's going through rape how to handle it and how to feel and when to come forward. Like
you just don't get to
that's a touchy subject, and I like to stay away from it because I know I'm easily angered when you taking advantage of women and whatnot like that. So yeah, that's a tough position to be put in.
I mean, because there are like I've read articles from survivors, and they were just like, it took me, because some people really black out. Like Aubrey said she didn't even remember what a girl wrote. I saw her, and here's what's being done. She said, I completely have blacked that portion out of my head. She has no recollection of it. And when people are traumatized, their brains will cut stuff out. I'm not sure who Pat Wixeripu is, but one, why are we calling people hoes? And two, why are we calling them hoes? Like, if you ain't got nothing, if you can't find other adjectives or other to use, we're gonna ask you to try again.
Well,
Dwayne is right. People with money will usually get away with things like that, and it's unfortunate. And I think you could go back to the City College. Now, he wasn't the Puff that we know now, but even the City College incident.
I don't think that was his fault. You can't blame him for that.
Again, even going back to that incident, because he had a little notoriety.
Thank you for the correction, Pat. You're a wild boy.
Apparently with a limited vocabulary.
You're a wild boy, Pat. But yeah, with the City College thing, I don't really put blame on him because it's not his fault that people tried to bum rush the door, man.
I think there were multiple parties that faulted that.
Yeah,
I think the police should have done things. I think it shouldn't have been oversold, which was probably on him.
Well, no, they said it wasn't oversold. The problem was people didn't have tickets. That's the problem, and I think that's a New York thing. I don't think it really, it definitely doesn't happen where we're from. But because I heard Charlie Murphy mention this. I heard Charlie Murphy mention this before, called bum rushing the door. I'd never heard of it to Charlie Murphy mention it. But he said, but people would
MC Light said it in Self-Destruction. Bum rushing and yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what that meant. But Charlie Murphy had actually described it. So that's what kind of opened my eyes to it. But it's like, the people didn't want to buy tickets, and they feel that if we just bum rush the door and break the window or break down the door, we can all get in. So, and even on the documentary, you heard one of the guys saying, man, this was all doing one of the live news reports at the time. He said this was all over $12. And the reporter was like, what do you mean $12? I mean, if they would have spent $12 to buy the ticket, they didn't want to spend $12 to buy the ticket. And speaking of $12 to buy a ticket, boy, I tell you, what them the good old days. When the last time you buy a ticket for $12?
That part.
You barely can barely get a lottery ticket for $12.
Yeah. Dwayne Lucas said Ludacris said it. Yes, a lot of people said the term bum. I get a lot of people said the term bum rush. I get that, but I've never heard anybody use it in that form. Use it to describe that. A whole bunch of people just rushing the door so you don't have to pay to get in. And once you're on the inside, you're inside. So. But yeah, man, I don't put that part. I don't put that one on Puff.
But to my point was he got off scot-free. And Dwayne talked about people with money. Now he wasn't the Puff that we knew then, but still he had enough backing behind him that he was able to get out of that, whether or not it was his fault. And I just think that it's unfortunate for people who are really victims when they are going up against a money machine that 9 times out of 10, they have to go the civil route because they know that in a criminal case, these people are going to get off because they got the money. So now I don't agree with just going civil. But again, I've never found myself in that situation and I don't know how to respond. But that's why a lot of these women go the civil route because for them, will get some sort of perceived justice because they know that criminally, based on I'm going up against this powerful person, I'm not going to come out on the winning end of this. That whole, and I need to steer clear of this because I'll say the wrong thing. But it's just the criminal versus civil. I don't know. I don't know. I just believe that you should go criminal first. I believe that you shouldn't be able to go civil until you go criminal. And see, just because you lose the criminal case, that doesn't mean you can't win the civil case. The civil case is actually easy. The civil case is easier to win. But I think if somebody a rapist, you going civil is just like them just paying a fine to get free of rape. I think they need to go to jail. Your job should be to put them in jail so they can't rape nobody else. That's what I said about a certain quarterback. If he is that much of a menace to society, y'all need to press charges and not file these civil suits.
Which quarterback? That happened to a lot of quarterbacks.
Okay, then we'll move on.
That happened to a lot of quarterbacks. It might be Ben Roethlisberger.
Then we'll move on.
Leave it in the chat. Because I'm legitimately confused on the quarterback now. But
shocking.
Oh, you talking about the boy who like massages? Yeah. He just like getting his booty rubbed.
Anyway, let's move on.
Okay, all right, we're transitioning now.
You like that happy ending.
Is it time to take a walk?
I think
we still got 2 minutes before we take a walk, man.
Do we? I don't think we do.
Here's the.
Wait a minute, Dwayne. First of all, y'all getting a little too beside yourself now.
he did
Let's
go to your school.
talk about what Cobb got going on over here, Dwayne. Don't do this. All these people, shoot.
But I think my final little part about this whole Diddy documentary, the only thing that troubles me is the fact that it was another brother who kind of shitted on a man while he was down, And I do think some people deserve to be shitted on. They do. But that is such a tricky situation. I figure if you are gonna hell, a white man gonna do it. So 50, you might as well make money off of it. Somebody gonna do it. But it do kind of leave me with a bad taste a little bit that another brother did it, put out the documentary. But yeah, It had to be done. Somebody had to do it. Oh well.
I feel like people, and not you, but I've seen comments from people saying the same, and they were far more upset with 50 for putting out the documentary than they were with Sean Combs and the actions that he committed and the things that he did, which to me is bull. Don't be more upset at 50 for putting it out than you are with a predator and a menace.
Mm-hmm. He gave 50 the material.
And again, not saying that's you, but just the comments that I've seen online, which comes back to the whole, I just think that a lot of folks aren't interested in protecting Black women.
You're right, man.
That's a whole other conversation.
You are 100% right. Well, now it's time. It is time to take that walk. You know what we like to do, man. We like to take the walk down the 90s block. Man, you know, we need to get a nice graphic for the 90s block. All our designers out there. Somebody
about it.
One of the people who watch the show who draws or does stuff like that, man. Create a graphic for the 90s block, man. Create a graphic for the 90s block. It's time to take a walk down the 90s block. And this week on the 90s block, we're going to talk about our icons. Cobb usually introduces the 90s block. That's her thing. But today, the only reason we were talking about the 90s block is because I fell down a YouTube rabbit hole. And I got trapped and I was listening to the great, the incomparable Whitney Houston. I was listening to, I'm sorry, I was not Whitney Houston. Whitney Hutton. I listened to Whitney Hutton. I listened to Whitney Hutton. And I just started listening to a bunch of her songs the other day. And the girl was great. She was fucking amazing. Amazing. So I figure on the 90s block, man, we'll do a little tribute to Whitney, and you can pick your favorite Whitney song. What is your favorite Whitney song? That's tough, man, because it's the 90s block. So do we have to leave it just for 90s Whitney Houston songs?
I feel like you kind of do. But she didn't have a lot of albums in the 90s.
She didn't. She was smoking. That's when she really got into her smoking.
Crack is whack.
Crack is whack.
And
she smoked away her kneecaps. Hell of a smoke. What is your favorite?
What was that, Brian?
That's a real crackhead.
Love you.
From the Bodyguard soundtrack.
Yes, sir.
And Pepe, if you can, Pepe, can you please pull up Whitney Houston on the Wikipedia, Pepe, if you please can.
Dwayne, I think Whitney was her own downfall. Let's be clear.
You see, Whitney introduced it to Bobby. Don't be putting it all on Bobby and somebody else.
What none with? Yeah, that was all Whitney. Oh wow, yeah, Whitney ain't do much. Well, I say she ain't do much.
I can't.
Them two albums she did in the 90s was. Oof. There's a great two albums. She did "I'm Your Baby Tonight" in 1990.
The Bodyguard soundtrack was in the 90s too, though.
The Bodyguard soundtrack was in the 90s.
Yeah.
"I'm Your Baby Tonight." My name is not Susan. I don't remember that.
My name is not Susan. So watch what you. And here's how I remember that song, because I had a slumber party for my 13th birthday and we did a talent show. Altavis lip sync to "My Name Is Not Susan" and she killed it.
She 13, that was about 40 years ago.
Oh, we'll work on letters and shapes tomorrow.
We over here telling that girl age.
We'll talk about letters and shapes tomorrow.
My love is your love, and your love is my love.
It would take an eternity to break us.
It's not right, but it's okay.
Hey, pick your song and come on, man.
Anyway, I'm helping the people out with some of these songs.
Let's forget the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack was also in the 90s. So
well, hold on now. Look at this album right here. Heartbreak Hotel with Faith and Kelly Price. That was a jam.
All I really wanted was some of your time.
When You Believe with Mariah Carey. Oh, yeah. Hey. That was a jam. That was a jam in the 90s.
It was a bop.
It was a
no,
bop.
in the 90s, it would have been a jam.
It was. In the 90s, it was definitely a jam.
It
lest we forget, The Preacher's Wife also came out in the 90s, and that soundtrack, Whitney killed.
You know, I've never seen the complete Preacher's Wife. I've never seen it.
Really?
Let's see, Preacher's Wife soundtrack. I have never seen the complete
it was actually,
movie.
That was a remake.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What did she say on?
She did I Believe in You and Me. She did Joy to the World. She did in the movie. Whitney takes it there for real.
Well, you know, she grew up in the church now. And they would say Whitney Houston would just go to random churches sometime whenever she was in town and sing. Just sing in the choir.
Can you imagine Whitney just rolling in church and she's back there singing?
Yeah, she had Whitney fresh off a little toot. She got a little toot up her nose too, and then just started singing. Come on, man. Oh man. Wait and Exhale, the Bodyguard soundtrack, all in that one. Oh man.
That's bronze. I Will Always Love You.
Man, I love when she hit that.
Mine would have been The Greatest Love of All, but it's definitely not from the 90s. But that song, just hit it for me.
Dog, we should have just did the Bodyguard soundtrack instead of all of that. Man, Whitney Houston got so many damn hits, man. It's so many hits.
I wanna run to you. Yeah, Whitney got hits now.
Dog, she got hits. You know what I'm gonna go with? Which one you went with, bro? You went with I Will Always Love You? Mm-hmm. You went with it? Okay, that's good. What about you, Carl?
I'm gonna go with Count on Me from the Waiting Exhale soundtrack today.
That's a good one. That's a good one. But you know what? I'm gonna shock you off and do something completely kind of a little bit off the written path. I'm gonna do something off the written path with Whitney. You know what my favorite song Whitney sung in the 90s was? The Star Spangled Banner. When she sung the national anthem.
What Super Bowl was that? What year?
93, I think. I think it was 93. I'm not quite sure, but yeah.
Still my favorite version to this.
Oh, it was 1991. 1991.
It's long though.
Look, first of all, I know they had trouble with timing for TV because knowing now what time these kickoffs and tip-offs start, and I've experienced. They told us our single took too long. I know she was tearing TV nerves up with the length of that version.
We used to play the Whitney Houston version for our basketball games. I used to be standing on the baseline like, "Come on, dog! My game plan is rolling, dog. Come on, Whitney."
But you know, it's funny though. You know, I do so many HBCU games. What I love the fact that Morehouse will always do Lift Every Voice to Sing before they sing the national anthem. They will play Lift Every Voice to Sing first. Now, one time the DJ forgot to cut it off and he went to the second verse. And you can't cut it off halfway during the verse.
We do it during Black History Month.
Oh no, see, with Morehouse, they do it every game. Every game. I don't know what Dwayne talking about. They ain't got your side teeth.
I got my side teeth, and I'm not dating a man that don't have his.
We back on that right there. But yeah, 13 in the 90s. Yeah, Shauna was actually grown in the 90s. She was 13 in 1990.
lest my classmate forget, he too was grown in the 90s.
Hey, you older than me. Don't put that on me. You older
By
than
a
me.
few months, fool.
You older than me.
We graduated high school together.
We a whole year apart.
I'm
No,
the
you're
youngin on this. I'm the
You're not a
youngin
whole
on this.
year apart.
How old are you?
A year is 12 months.
How old am I?
A year is 12
We
months.
go
We
by
are not-
numbers.
We are not. No, we are not a year apart.
You
Let's
a year
see.
older than me.
November, December, January, February, March. We're 5 months apart, friend.
My birthday not in March.
I'll see you soon.
My birthday not in March.
Okay, so I know you went to public school,
Huh?
but I also know
What? November, December, January, February,
You can't
March.
count
Okay,
November.
are we 6 months apart? November,
No, you
December,
can't count
January,
November.
February. No, December, January, February, March, April.
Why we can't count November?
Because that's
We
the
6
month I
months.
was born, fool.
He was
The
actually
month
born
I
in
was
that
born
month.
was April.
December, January, February, March.
Hey,
Your
we'll work
We
on
know
six
you
and
spent
cover
all day in the
tomorrow.
same class, but don't tell everybody.
I'm April 23rd. You are what? November 12th or November 22nd?
17th. We are
17th.
5 months apart.
So boom. So November 17th, December 17th.
First of all, you can't count the month in which, boy, get out
You
of
got to
here.
start
Hey,
some way.
all right,
Slow
all right.
B,
Any
Slow
part,
B
Sean?
Bryant. We're 5
Hey,
months.
you can
I'll
tell
see
him.
you in April.
Hey, you can tell him and Chance have spent a lot of time together.
In the same with the same teacher all day.
One can't read and one can't count. So any
Look,
part in shots.
Ron, come on, Vest. Get it together.
Come on, Big Vest. Big Vest.
Y'all
Vest,
go-
come
y'all
on.
go,
I'll take
Vest.
that out of you, Vest.
Get it.
Y'all gonna stop. All
No,
right.
Vest, you know better, Vest.
Come on,
Y'all
Vest.
wrong.
Get it together.
Y'all dead wrong.
Dwayne, ain't nobody 50. Shut up.
Dead wrong.
Shut up.
She closer to 50 than I am.
By 5 months, you're right.
All right. Well, anyway, man, it's another great episode of the Rip 28 podcast. LBZ, you got anything to say before we get out of here, man?
Man, all I want to say is, as much as I don't like you fools, thanks for your friendship. Auntie Shauna, we appreciate you. Misha, we appreciate
Thank you,
you.
Auntie Shauna. Oh, you're so cute. He's so cute.
You watch your tone. Watch your tone. But no, I appreciate
cute.
you good people, man.
Old ass.
Cobb love the kid. Cobb love the
We're gonna let you have it this time.
kid. Most of the kids.
They shooting again. No, Pepe.
They shoot. They shoot. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Minute.
it's going down in the Rip 28.
Wait a minute. Pepe, stop.
Who Pepe done pissed off? They drive by it on Pepe.
And why do we have assault rifles in the studio?
You're right, Dwayne. Dwayne, 2 weeks left, buddy. Now we got a half day the last day. So I got 9.5 days and I'm out there.
S.Commas. S.Commas. You got anything to say before we get out of here, S.Commas?
Love on your people.
Oh my God. Pepe, you are rude.
Unless your people are sly. Love best. Love on your people. Real talk. It is the holiday season, and y'all know that folks who are grieving, everybody grieves differently. So just check in on your people who maybe are experiencing their first or their 21st holiday season without loved ones. It's tough, and you never know when that pain's gonna hit. So just checking on your people, love on your people. It's cold outside. If you got seniors, check on them to make sure that they got heat, and they got things that they need. And just remember that to always do something nice for somebody if you can do it, man. You just never know how that might brighten somebody's day.
Give them a new outlook.
All right. This is the Rip 28 podcast. This is a podcast where friends get together a few friends get together and talk about a few things. Some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like.
You know,
but
we
keep on talking about them on the Rip 28 podcast. And, you know, this is kind of a very serious issue with all this P. Diddy stuff going on, man. It brings up the topic of consent and how important consent is when you're having different dalliances with your lady friends or your male friends, however you choose to get down with. So consent is very, very important. So always remember, when you are engaging in that activity, be sure to set up a video camera in the corner so you'll always have some proof.
Blessings.
We'll see you next week on the Rip 28 podcast.
So all I can see is a bunch of mini-me's. These people is killing me, really though, y'all some lame actors. On a ball and chain playing a slave master. Pray to Heavenly Father we remain bastards. But you can't pass us, and you can't assassinate. People probably hate the day I was born. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet, wait till my final form. Break backs, take a rapper by a spinal cord and split it in half, homie, now I'm bored. I did it without a sword or a shield. If you see him, tell him hero is the best. And you really can't defeat him, they say life's a game of chess. And I really wanna beat him, and I'm yelling out checkmate. No, I didn't stutter like and let the choir sing. Free to fly, free from my